Hey guys, it's Subset, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to get the Xenophage exotic machine gun. Getting straight into the video, for the first step you're going to want to follow exactly where I'm going. This first step starts in Sorrow's Harbor and requires you to find a hidden chest. The next step is a bit more complicated and requires you to complete a series of tasks in a very specific order. So for this next part, it's pretty important that you follow along carefully. It starts off here in this exact location in the Anchor of Light. In this room, you will grab a flaming ball and dunk it in specific spots. And it does matter what order you're doing this in, so follow the order that I'm showing you here. Every spot that I shoot is the next place that you will need to go. After this has been completed, the next step requires you to visit all 4 lost sectors on the moon. And at the end of each lost sector, there's a hidden rune with a set of 9 tablets that you need to correctly match. And I will show you exactly where to shoot to match them up. For the K1 Logistics Lost Sector, you need to shoot top left, bottom left, middle, then middle right. And for the next lost sector, K1 Communion, it is located up high with a big number 6 next to it, and it's at the very end of the lost sector. And for what you need to shoot, it is bottom left, bottom right, top middle again. Next, K1 Crew Quarters is a bit of a long one. It is located at the very end of the lost sector. You really can't miss it. For the pattern, you are going to need to shoot middle left, top right, bottom right twice, top middle twice, bottom middle, then middle 3 times. Then you need to shoot all 9 tablets like a book from top left to bottom right. And you need to do this twice. Now for the lost sector, K1 Revelation, the room is located in the very back in this small area. Then for the order, you are going to need to shoot left middle, middle twice, left middle again, then top middle, middle, and middle right. Once completed, the next step requires you to enter into the new dungeon. This is where the last few steps are held. For the first step, it's in the room past the first encounter with all of the doors. Just follow exactly where I'm going, and it's something you'll have to pick up off the ground. It's in the door that's one away from the very top left room. The next step is in the very next encounter, in the room with all the ogres. You're going to want to follow where I'm going, just pretty much as far left as you can possibly go. You will have to drop down and walk across this little edge. Eventually you will find a little table of runes. Once you scan this, a couple platforms will spawn, and on the end of those platforms is another one of the solar balls. There is then a specific door where you need to take this solar orb and place it in the door. This will unlock a completely new encounter to the dungeon. And this encounter is the very last step until you get the exotic machine gun Xenophage. So just follow exactly where I'm going. When the door opens, the quest step will complete, and you'll now have to kill the boss inside. And the only trick to this fight is that there's a solar orb in the center of the room, and runes along the entire outside of this area. And depending on what rune you place the orb into, you will get a different buff. And there's one buff for each element. And when you say get the solar buff, you're able to do solar damage against the boss. And any other elements will do nothing. And that's really all there is to the fight. It's pretty easy. Once you complete it, you'll be done with the quest. And now all you have to go do is visit Eris and you'll receive the gun. And that's it. I'll be doing a separate review of this gun in a future video. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments. And if you're new, make sure to subscribe so you catch all my Destiny content. Also, feel free to drop a like as it really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.